Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Vashawn Jones, visionary of Fedora Outlier LLC, and we are here. Where is here? In the Fedora Outlier Studios 1A, and we have a special guest. That special guest you are looking at right now. One amazing dude, just simply a genius. Has a life story you would not believe. In fact, just the stuff that we're about to tell you, the surface stuff, you're not gonna believe it. To see him sitting here right here today, a whole person, as if they make half of people, but like, a whole person in mind, in physical ability, and the ability literally to change the world. I present to you guys Mr. Rusty Rendon. Rusty, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well.
Man, live here in the studios, man. How does it feel?
It's I'm living in the moment right now because this is my first time doing something like this, and I'm really excited.
Man, amazing. And when you say first time doing stuff like this, I'm a big believer in like being the first one or the first time or the first time it's ever been done type guy. And for you to eat catfish for the first time and me witness it, it was amazing for me. What you think about catfish?
Oh man, that was a trip, man. That was some of the best fish I ever had. I didn't think they had something like that.
Right,
That was good.
right. And so we're going to get some more on Monday. I'm going to take you to my Lions Club meeting where we at the cafe have literally the best catfish that I've ever had, and we're going to compare the two. But let's go ahead and jump right in, man. Tell me a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, how you lost your sight, and anything else you would like us to know.
All right. Well, let's start from the beginning. I was born 5 months premature and weighed less than a pound. Um, Doctors were saying I had a 2% chance of living, and because I didn't want to eat at all, and nothing wasn't working right. I had lung problems, heart problems, you name it. I had it. I even have the scars to prove it. But we in here now.
Right.
We in here, and a lot of people tell me, how is that even possible? And I'm like, it's God's work, man. It's God's work. And I'm thankful for everything I've been through. And speaking of that,
Been
um,
through.
yeah, been through. I've been through.
Right, right. And
Been
so
through, broken through.
broken through, got you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I led kind of the description off with being abandoned by your parents, left to your own devices and the challenges of this world and how you've kind of overcame them. And so without me asking a bunch of questions, won't you just kind of walk through, that whole period in your life and bring us up as close as you can to this moment right here?
Sure, sure. So, I was abandoned by my parents on 1996, Thanksgiving Day. Yeah, and there were a lot of conflicting reports between my siblings and I about why it actually happened. But you know, my mom told me that it is something that she couldn't handle, having a visually impaired child. So I took that with me as I grew up, and so that happened on Thanksgiving Day, and after when that happened, all of my siblings were kind of separated. I had an older brother that lived with his friends. My sister did what she could to keep us together, but it just wasn't working out. So, as a result, I had to live on the streets for a little bit, lying, cheating, stealing. In every sense of the word.
Right.
You know, trying to find a box to sleep in, trying to find some sort of generosity out there that will help me live. And that was quite difficult. And after those 6 months were over, um, I was picked up by my aunt, my paternal aunt, and she took us in. She took me in, and she found my brother, and she took us both in and started to take care of us. Now, she's a very hard lady. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
You know, we came at odds a plethora of times, and as a result, we were taken from her house um, by SWAT and the social worker. And so they stormed our house. And
Hold
they
on
said,
one sec. So the same people that come get drug dealers
Yeah.
and terrorists was the same people that came to get this little boy from with a social worker.
Yep,
I mean,
that's
not the
right.
police, but SWAT.
Yep, it's SWAT. They came down, broke down our door, and everything. You know,
Wow.
you got 30 minutes to pack up your stuff. You're leaving. And I was
Wow.
like, I am. I'm just sitting there playing my games, bro.
Wow. I'm trying to picture this. When you originally told me this story, I'm thinking police while you're saying SWAT. I can
No, it's
almost see the police, but not the dude with the rifle and another one across the street on the roof.
Yeah, bro. They were serious, man.
Man. All right. No crime committed, but
Nope,
all
not at
right.
all.
Taxpayers' money at its best. All right, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just.
You know, and after that, I was admitted into the foster care system fully, and I jumped from house to house. I lived with this Portuguese family that they were nice on the surface, but they be taking away my food. I was like, they got mad at me for putting 2 pieces of bologna on my sandwich, and
Man,
I didn't even eat breakfast yet, and it's lunchtime.
It's overflow, baby.
It's so I got starved there. They tried to take away my video games, and I ain't having that, man.
I know it. I can see.
I did my best to speak with the social workers as well, and they said, well, the family says you're doing well, when in reality, I hated it. I hated myself. I hated the situation I was in, and I felt so powerless, So it was around that time that I felt like I wasn't worth the skin I was in.
Mm.
Yeah, I felt like life wasn't worth living, and so throughout that time I felt like I wanted to end it. I wanted to end it because it was it transcended everything that I had perceived in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to end it. So, but as I was standing on that ledge to jump off from the window, this inner voice came out and told me,
Well, hold on. Is this an actual ledge or this is just
"Oh, this is
the
an
ledge
actual
of...
ledge."
Oh, I thought this was
I-
like the ledge of life.
Oh no, this ain't no metaphor, bro. We talking about
I
for
don't
real.
mean to laugh, but I'm thinking, the edge of.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. So real. So how many floors?
Huh?
How many floors were you looking to die from?
4.
4 floors.
Yeah.
Man, now if you would have jumped and survived, see, you would have been mad at yourself. And that actually happens in our community. No laughing.
Yeah.
I'm involved with that. All right, so you literally were at the brink of ending it for real.
For real.
All right, and so you're there and you're making this decision. What goes through your mind? What changes?
I had this inner voice that popped in and said, "You know what? God put you on this earth to do something great. You ain't going to end it here because you have something that no one else has."
Mm-hmm.
It felt like it was an epiphany. It shot through my whole body. And I got all tingly and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'm stepping down. I said, am I allowed to curse?
All right.
I said, fuck that.
Yep.
Alright? Fuck that. fuck how I'm feeling because I got sick of it and I wanted to make a change for the best. So I said to myself, never ever again am I going to feel that way because I know now that I have a purpose.
Right.
So after that happened, we're in high school now, 15, and I am living with this Filipino family, and they were cool.
Mm-hmm.
They fed me, they gave me money, all that stuff.
You had 2 pieces of bologna whenever you wanted it, baby.
Yeah.
You're moving on up.
I know, man. And I knew for damn sure that this was the type of family that took in kids. They just took in kids for the sake of paycheck, for the paycheck. I knew it. I knew it. But the only thing is that they weren't able to do that with me because I knew what was up.
Right.
Give me my money.
Right.
But so I went to the high school over there, and it was an experience because at the time I was losing my sight as well. I have bilateral congenital glaucoma, open angle, and my sight was giving out on me.
Okay.
And I didn't know why. I was slowly deteriorating, so I couldn't see the board anymore. I couldn't read print books, and I was angry. I was angry at everything. I wasn't depressed.
Just angry.
Just angry about my situation because I was powerless and no one was around to explain to me what's happening to me.
Right.
So, and...
Well, hold on. What was the doctors? Were they taking you to doctors?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did, but, they don't want to touch my eye. They're scared.
Wow.
The
eye doctor?
Yeah, they're scared.
Wow.
They did the exam and they're like, "Oh, you're fine."
So you must have went to the place where they prescribing glasses. You went to an eye doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
And they scared of your eye.
Yeah.
It's like going to a heart surgeon saying, "No, I don't really mess with those."
Oh man, bro, I've been to Stanford, UC Davis, UCSF, UCLA. You know what they told me?
What?
We can't do nothing about your eye because there's too many problems.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now I'm in this high school, and I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm very self-destructive. Anyone talks about me, man, you meet me in the bathroom. It was like that,
Mm-hmm.
I once got my head smashed in a urinal, and I didn't feel it.
Wow.
Full on smash. And so I blacked out after that because I was so angry and
not depressed, just angry.
Oh, just angry. Let's get it straight.
Yeah. Okay.
And they wanted to press charges on me and everything for manslaughter. And I was like,
wow.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Luckily those were dropped because they said that the parents wanted to drop the charges, so I was happy about that.
Right.
Yeah. So I left that school because I was told about the California School for the Blind, and I told myself, let's go over there and see what's up. I'll learn this Braille thing over here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we'll get it popping, And I'll be honest with you. When I first went there, I told myself, I don't want to be here, man. There's too many blind people.
Right.
Tired of these blind people,
Too
man.
many
I'm not
people can't
blind. I'm not blind. That's what I was thinking at the time, I want to get back to my normal life.
Right.
But
beating people up and stealing and Oh, that's stuff. You want to get back to that,
Right. But, as I took in my surroundings and started seeing the California School for the Blind, CSB, for what it was, it started to grow on me. I met a lot of amazing people there, some of which are still my friends today.
Right.
And I also met my wife there.
Right.
As well. So, it holds a special place in my heart. And, I was known as the muckrucker over there.
Right.
Always causing trouble. But they
Right.
can't really say nothing to me because, I was the upper echelon of
Of
student.
blindness.
Yeah.
He was the extreme blind guy.
Yeah, I was the extreme blind guy. If someone talks about CSB, they're going to talk about Rusty Rendon because he's the
Right.
ambassador.
That's right. Hey, did they ever label you like troublemaker?
Totally.
Don't you? I hated that. I'm like, why somebody wanting to get ahead? Are you just, hey, troublemaker? We didn't make any trouble. We just didn't believe in your bull crap.
Exactly. This was normal stuff.
Right.
No.
And I'm like, why you call us troublemaker? Because you have to put that negative label on the stuff that you can't be and do because you're not us, baby.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, go ahead.
So at the school, it was top notch in assistive technology. You learn Braille there. You learn living skills there, and they also, if they thought you were capable enough, they would
not capable.
they would allow you to join the mainstream class.
What? Allow you to join.
Yeah, allow you to join. So I did that. So I went to John F. Kennedy High School in Fremont, California.
All right. And I'm sorry, what was the California School for the Blind? What city?
Oh, I was in Fremont as well.
Oh, Fremont.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fremont,
Gotcha.
California. And so I started my thing there. And, we had a lot of trials and tribulations in high school because having a visual impairment really made the instructors hot under the collar, if you will, because they think that you're gonna catch a disease or something if you come in contact with someone who's blind.
Right.
Like I'm blind. I'm not stupid, bro.
Right. I don't have anthrax.
For real. And so it was all about breaking barriers and breaking the perception, and I graduated 4.0 at my high school. So that was.
Now hold on. Did you get a certificate of attendance or do you got an actual diploma?
Oh, I got a diploma.
Okay, because nowadays they just say you're 22, it's time to go, and here's your certificate.
Nah. When
4.0, huh?
Yeah,
That's
4.0.
what's up. Got you.
And and to be honest, in the beginning, freshman and sophomore year, I was a punk. I was a punk, man.
Right.
I did what I wanted to do. I didn't care about my grades and all that stuff. And I knew I was smart. But I just didn't want to apply myself.
Right. Me too. That's what my teachers used to always tell my mom, and then she'd whoop my butt and say, he's smart, he just don't want to apply himself. And I'm like, I'm not a piece of tape. I mean, how do I apply myself? What do you want me to do?
Always questioning, always trying to rebel against the grain because...
Right, me too. Status quo.
It's like, this shit don't make sense to me.
It doesn't.
Man.
It literally does not make... I'm like... You keep talking about why put a square peg in a round hole.
Exactly.
That doesn't make any sense. Well, like what the crap you're talking about doesn't make any sense either. What are you? What? Yeah, so
trying to
get
fit
you,
a damn semi truck in the
right,
door, man. It's
right.
not work.
Without breaking anything.
Exactly.
That's the thing. So go ahead.
And it's all about now at this time. It was my end of my sophomore year, and we had to do this saturation report. Now, with this report, you had to dive deep into a subject that you really wanted to research, and you would present it to your class. This is a 10-page report. So I picked child abandonment because that really, it was close to my heart at the time, and I figured, you know what, I gotta tell someone about how I feel, and I said, why not in a presentation? You know, I gotta do it anyway.
Right.
So I put myself in that situation where it forced me to come out
Okay.
in an academic safe setting, because
Right.
people could say what they want, but
Right.
I'm getting a grade for this.
I'm getting the A for
Yeah.
your comments.
You
So
know?
that's what's up.
And like, if you ever been in a room full of crying people, then you know what I'm saying. But the room was just it felt so full of love in that room when I was able to tell my story about how I was abandoned and how I felt like I was in the dark with no light to turn to. It was having to relive my story and to say it on a grander stage like that really put it into perspective for me, and it allowed me to unlock my potential, to tell myself that's not you anymore. It's not you. This is the new you, because you finally have broken through all that, and now you're a happier person.
Right. So what kind of was like the turning point for you? What like you was about to jump out the window and kill yourself then, and you said that you're better than this and you have something special that the world needs. So that changed you from killing yourself, but then you go through life, you experience this moment, and then what was kind of the aha moment for you that said, this is like a new change, a new level for you?
That's a good question, and I believe that my aha moment was actually meeting my VI teacher.
Okay.
Now, this lady is kind to a fault. She's quite altruistic, amiable, you name it. Any nicety you could afford, she got it. And she was the one that showed me that compassion is a real thing.
Okay.
And she was the one that that affirmed my belief in myself, and she was the one that was able to push me and allow me to unlock my potential. She was the one that pushed me to say, you got to tell your story. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And I still keep in contact with her today, and she's quite an important person in my life, and so once she was able to let me know that I'm here if you need me, that's what made me feel secure, safe.
Got you. So, with you having a troubled childhood as you went through, was it scary for you to have your own child?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No, yeah. Rashawn's referring to my daughter, Roxana. Love you, baby. She's
All right.
5 years old. Yeah. Tearing it up in kindergarten. Just like a daddy. Oh, man. Yeah. I really, I knew what it was that I should not do.
Okay.
And I had a constant reminder of how it was when I was growing up. So I told myself, although I'm not going to spoil her with material things, I'm going to love the shit out of her.
Right.
She's going to get a hug and kiss from daddy every single day, and she's going to know that she matters.
Okay.
Every day. And I do that every day. And right now she's crying because I'm not home.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, you get married, you have children. So, tell us about, your wife. We know that you met her. Well, I know that you met her at the School for the Blind. Tell us kind of about that and how she lights up your world.
Oh man. So my wife is like the yin to the yang, you know. she she's the one that she knows what I'm thinking before I even say it. That's how connected we are, and she's she's been with me throughout every step of the way, ever since we got married.
How long ago has that been?
Wait. I gotta say this right, otherwise she's gonna kick my ass. Hold on. August 15, 2010.
All
Woo.
right, got it right. That's what's up.
Yeah. And, and
Hold on, you've been married 8 years?
yes, sir.
Now, you've been married since you was 20?
Yep.
Man, you sound just like me, man. Except for, 20, yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And so she's like your everything, and then you have a daughter that's like your everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually just told her. Honestly, baby, you're like my second.
Your second everything.
Yeah, you're my second everything because honestly, it's my video games that comes first. And she's like, that's not nice. I'd be like, I'm just telling you the truth, man.
Right. You want an honest man, right? And, that's what they say. I want somebody that's honest and true. And then you tell them, baby, you second to Mortal Kombat, and they get mad. You know what I mean? Killer Instinct, you mad. I was like, God dang, you want me to lie to you? And then the thing about it, when I lie to you and say, no, you're first, but then I treat you second because I had to lie to you, then you say I lied. So, why tell them the truth when the lie is more better? I don't know. I don't get it, man. It's crazy.
I don't get it either, but, it's just something that I feel that is important for people to understand is that I can't be any other way but be real. I got to be honest with you because I am not good at being fake. It's not in my vocabulary. Being artificial, if you will,
Right.
supercilious. It don't matter.
Right.
It's just something that I aspire to do because you learn this rule in second grade. Treat others
the way you want to be treated.
Yeah, exactly.
Call it the golden rule.
Exactly. And I took that to heart because I wouldn't want people to lie to me. I wouldn't want people to try to cheat me. So I'm not gonna do that either. Simple, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So you got this transition in life. The reason why you are here. And let me just talk a little bit about that. I created a program, and it's called the Platform Launch Blueprint. And it's for people who want to build a platform, launch it, and I'll give them the blueprint, kind of the sketches of what you need to do. And we'll fill it out as time comes and actually build that platform, whatever it is that you may want. And it's an endeavor based on the person and the personality. So it's not cookie cutter. But it is something that definitely drives results. And so you were here getting your experience in the Platform Launch Blueprint. And we definitely talked about how to make things better because, if we think that, what we do is the greatest thing since sliced bread, then we'll never invent anything else greater. So you're here. What's going to be like your platform? What are you going to put out to the world that they've never seen before, which is the likes of Rusty Rendon and his platform? What is it for you?
Let's see. For me, I want to show people that regardless of what you've been through, you can rise above it. No matter what. Whether it's domestic violence. I had some of that too. Fun times.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's yourself, which is probably your biggest enemy, right?
Right.
Or whether it's other people. I want to be able to help people to rise above whatever it is that they're dealing with and help come up with a solution and watch them grow. I want to be that intermediary that can um, identify what's going on and tell them that's not you, because there's another person inside of you that that can come out, and with my help, it will come out.
Ah, and notice he didn't say, well, I want to teach people how to use a computer. I want to help them to help people. He told you exactly what it is he wants to do. And guess what? Being able to use the vehicle of life to do that and technology to mirror that, that's what it's all about, man. That is super amazing. This has been a amazing interview. And it's just getting started. Like I told you guys earlier in another video, once you finally meet him, whether it be virtual or in person, as the old cartoon used to say with the what's it called? Transformers. It's more than meets the eye, right? Yeah. With this guy right here, Rusty Rendon. Ladies and gentlemen, Rusty, if somebody wanted to reach out to you and get some of that empowerment, by the way, empowerment, the word, right? Remember this? The word is a mechanism by which individuals, groups, and communities gain mastery over their affairs. And you guys know I believe in mastery. So, Rusty, how can one who wants that empowerment, that mastery, reach out and get a hold to you?
Oh, well, I'm on Twitter at RustyRandon1. So, tweet at me. Direct message, don't matter. DMs are always open. And, you could call me. My number is 510-778-5657. Again, that's 510-778-5657. I'm also on Facebook, Rusty Eladio Rendon Jr. That's a typo. I ain't no junior for damn sure.
Right.
Yeah, we're going to get this ball rolling.
All right. Well, I want you to spell Rusty Eladio Rendon Jr. So.
All right. That's right. So Rusty is Rusty. Eladio is Eladeo. Rendon is Rendon. And then Junior is the abbreviation, JR period.
All right, man. So listen, the platform launch blueprint, it is real. It is something that the world said would never happen. Just like me and this gentleman here, born premature, didn't have a lot that we wanted to eat at the present time. Now we eat up everything, right? We've been going from restaurant to restaurant, eating up everything. And so when I tell you guys that you can change the world, you don't have to take my word for it. You remember LeVar Burton and Reading Rainbow? You don't have to take my word for it. It's in a book, baby. And so we are writing the book of life, myself and this gentleman right here. When they say world class, I mean world changing. Let's elongate the word, changing, right? World changing guy right here, Mr. Rusty Rendon. So listen, folks, let's change the world. And when the world say you came out too early, you're not doing it the way we told you, that's not the rules that we set. The rules are meant to be broken as long as you're helping somebody with those broken rules. And let's change the world together.